Another reading from, of course, Science of Mind magazine, the Daily Guides. Today's reading is about ecology, so I'm just going to read it and then see what you think. Ecological Consciousness. First quote is from Adrienne Marie, M-A-R-E-E, Brown, in Emergent Strategy, Shaping Change and Changing Worlds. And she describes herself, I guess, as a writer, an activist, and a facilitator. And she was the executive director of the Ruckus Society, which I didn't look up. And she was also part of the League of Young Voters. She was born in 1978. So I guess she's not a young voter anymore. But anyway, there you are. Adrienne Marie Brown. What does she say? Remember, you are water. Of course you leave salt trails. Of course you are crying. Flow. And then from Ernest Holmes in Discover a Richer Life, he says, the universe is abundant. It's unlimited in every respect. If it were not unlimited, it would have been depleted long ago. Long ago. Instead, what do we find? The grains of sand on the beaches are innumerable. The leaves on the trees continue to multiply. Nature is lavish, abundant, extravagant. And that was on page 54, paragraph 1 of Discover a Richer Life. By the way, if you want to look into more, the ones of you who know Science of Mind may or may not have heard of some of these publications, because often the authors will actually go in and dig into publications that they like, but most of us have never heard of. But if you go into scienceofmindarchives.org, the scienceofmindarchives.org, then you can find all of this stuff, and it's usually pretty cheap to get on there. And if you become a member, a lot of it's free. Scienceofmindarchives.org. If you just Google that, it will take you there. So a lot of Ernest Holmes publications and more are actually on there. And this actually is from Reverend Chris. She says, as I pack for a trip to the beach, I think about how the ocean makes me feel more connected, more divine, more sacred, and calmer than anywhere else in the world. To me, it's so obvious as I hear the waves crash and watch the abundance of life at the shore, that this is my ancestral home. All life originated in the water, and there's a tiny part of me that remembers this truth. This aspect of me is the home of my ecological consciousness, the place that whispers to me about my sacred connection to this planet, to the life on it, and to the universe as a whole. So often we say that we're spiritual beings having a human experience, and yet that phrase doesn't fully do us justice. It separates the spiritual from the physical in a way that suggests that the two aren't one and the same. Nature calls us to return to our spiritual roots that exist because we're human, not despite being human. We are simultaneously 100% human and 100% a divine paradox of wholeness. Nature is where the lines between the spiritual and the physical blur, and we remember that truly it is all one. Well, as probably most of you know, at one time this was actually classified as a water world, and even now, I forgot the percentage, but water is about, I think, 2/3 of the surface area of the planet as opposed to the land. And if we are to believe the latest science, then life did originate in the oceans and come out of it. But what do I think of this reading? I think it causes me to think. It causes me to think about human origins, about all origins, about the origin of the universe and what all that means. Kind of in a general way, but specifically what it calls to me is, what's my job in this world? What do I do here? If I look around at our cats and our dog who just passed away, and other, the outside cats here, the other animals, they just seem to know that their job is to be themselves. And sometimes as human beings, we try to look way beyond that. And I don't know if other beings on the planets have got the same imagination that we do. I imagine to some extent they do, but if they're able to actually employ, you know, their minds in the way that we do and can look into all sorts of things, I don't know. But a reading like this simply tells me a lot. You know, I'm a human being. I believe I have a body, I have a mind, and I have a spirit that encompasses all this. And the three together make me a human being. If I believe in an afterlife and I become a spirit, what does that make me? I don't know. But the point is, oftentimes, instead of just living our lives, I think we try to dig into it too much instead of just saying, hey, I'm here, I'm enjoying this meal, I'm enjoying this friendship, you know. And then on the other hand, hey, you know, I could do something about ecology. I can actually be a lot more attentive to the way that I recycle goods. I can cut down on my waste. I can encourage other people to do that, and I can actually help the planet become better. You know, human beings have been dumping waste since time immemorial. You know, it's not something new. You know, quote, garbage dumps, unquote, have been found in, you know, Paleolithic times, way back, you know, when the people first started coming together in societies. So, but the point I'm making is this: I sometimes think that we don't take the time just to be. You know, we often become human doings and not human beings. So maybe this is a time to sit back and step back in our meditation times when we read, just to, hey, let's just be human for once. Let's enjoy life as it is now. And let's look at our pets and let's look at animals in general, nature, and see that nature just enjoys being nature. And that as humans, we always have to meddle in everything. So maybe sometimes it's good just to sit back and quote unquote, and not meddle for a while, just to be, just to say, hey, I enjoy being who I am as I am right now. I'm a human being enjoying life, and I can be a human doing as well. But for now, I'm just going to be a human being. And then balance the two, balance being human doing and a human being. So that makes sense? Well, let me know what you think. The affirmation, it's a long one, but I put it down as it is. The whispers of nature remind me that I am an integral part of this planet, a living testament to the unity of the physical and the spiritual. The whispers of nature remind me that I am an integral part of this planet, a living testament to the unity of the spiritual and the physical. And that's really about all I got for this one. So, if nothing else, these readings are making me think and making me wonder, and then make me sometimes go and do stuff, and other times just sit back and be. And it's really okay to sometimes just be and just accept the fact, hey, I am here, I'm being, I'm relaxing, and I'm just enjoying being who I am right now. So Reverend Lisa will be here tomorrow at 9:30-ish on Facebook page. Oh yeah, I sometimes forget, you know, this is broadcast on lots of different pages, and quite often I put it on LinkedIn. So the page that Reverend Lisa will appear on is Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page. Creative Life Spiritual Center's Facebook page. And as I said, mine's actually broadcast to it's YouTube. I put it on LinkedIn quite often, and I've got 3 different Facebook pages that it could go to, and probably does go to. And theoretically Instagram, but I'm not sure that the connection works on there. But anyway, bottom line is, you can reach us on all 3. Prosperity Living, David Dewhurst, Creative Life Spiritual Center. Any of those will get you this rating. Creative Life Spiritual Center, Facebook will get you Reverend Lisa's rating. And I often forget to say that. So until next time, please take care of yourselves. You are wanted, you are needed, you're a part of this universe, and you're an essential cog in the wheel of life. So until next time, namaste.